what you mean. Breaking through glass cages inside of me. Surfing and swimming in a never-ending sea. Finding missing puzzles to keep. Crack the cracking for everyone to sleep. Illusions walking and living like zombies. Allowing people to play with my mind like chess piece. Stole the key to my psyche. Now for years I just wanna hide me. Deflowered and free. Initiations with time. Welcome back. This is your girl, Let Me Hear, back with another reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new, welcome. Please be sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe below. This is going to be a general message for the Jupiter and Aries transit for Taurus energy. This is for anywhere you have Taurus in your chart. If you want to take a look at your natal chart to see where Taurus is, that would definitely help you to see how this energy can affect you for this year going into next year. You also want to make sure you pay attention to watch all 12 videos so you get a full picture of how this Jupiter cycle is going to support the change and transformation that we're all going through at this time. Okay, so if you are looking for a personal message regarding this transit, my link tree is available. You can book directly on Square Reader or send me an email. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, so I'm the high priestess of Venus, and I have the power to manifest my desires and alignment and find divine assignment for the greatest good of all. Ashe. All right, so we're looking at Jupiter and Aries for Taurus energy. So Jupiter is transiting the 12th house to Taurus, since Aries comes before Taurus. This is definitely an expansion and growth experience related to spirituality. This is having you experience life in a bit of a fog and forcing you to be more intuitive than you have been. Not to rely so much on your physical senses, but more on your spiritual ones. Forcing you to live more in the experience of your psychic abilities so that things that were once confusing are no longer confusing, even though your physical reality doesn't match the intuitive guidance. You want to trust the intuitive guidance. And because it's Aries energy, you're being initiated into doing this in a new way, because Aries is the one spirit, the first fire flame energy, that's you are being initiated into this energy. So even not saying that you're not intuitive already, it's just that there's a new ability to integrate at this time. Okay, so spirit, what messages do we have for Taurus energy regarding this Jupiter and Aries transit? Spirit, what messages do we have for Taurus? The lean, the gleam, the glamorous. You also take your time but adventurous Taurus energy during this Jupiter and Aries transit for the next year. What messages do we have for Taurus energy? Okay. So first card out we have is the overall message, Mars, force. And we know Mars is the ruling planet for Aries. What is changing? Vortex course, moon, missing. The sign of initiation being complete. 11th house, friends. Interesting, because when, yeah, anyways. So, and we're going to take a look at the advice at the end. Overall, energy for this reading is Saturn return age 50, 5 being the number that represents change, to create balance. And the Saturn return is a point in our lives, and you could be going through a Saturn return, first or second Saturn return, but the Saturn returns represent a time where we're being, again, initiated into our life path. If this is the first time, you know, we go through that, when everything that we thought was who we were gets completely taken away from us, and we're left with the tools that we absolutely need to move forward to get to the second Saturn return. And then the second one happens the same way. It's just that now we're letting go, you know, of the physical things, the physical reality that no longer is in our vibration, so we can continue on to hopefully our third Saturn return. And I want to have at least 3, 4, 5 of them boys, so shout out to us. Okay, so the overall message for this Jupiter in Aries transit for Taurus energy is Mars force. Okay. And this is a 5. All of these cards have 5 in them. So it's a lot of change taking place. Okay, so I feel like you are being forced to change. You're being forced to rely more on divine energy versus physical energy. You're going to be put in a situation where you're not going to be viewed the same. You're not going to have the same experience that you once had. All of the things that brought you security is now going to be your insecurity. Okay, Mars, force. Okay, Martian energy, Aries energy here, the 2 of Wands. Yeah, this is a whole new doorway that you're about to walk through. And yes, you're leaving behind emotional attachments, which I feel like the emotional attachment that you had with this 8 of Cups had to do with the perception that you are this person, so therefore you're supposed to do these things or have these types of things in your life. And now you're about to experience life where you don't have those things anymore, or how you retain them or how you receive them is not going to be the same way anymore. The things that used to bring you stability is up in the air, because your foundation on how things start and end has been a complete I'm seeing it as like I'm hearing it's been backed up, and it's time for a release, which makes sense why the change is that things will be missing. Yeah. There will be a lot of opportunities for you to sit down and meditate on what is taking place. I feel like this is going to be your go-to for each and every time you have to make a decision, or when there is a tower moment happening in your life that you can't quite understand, or you're just in the middle of a complete fog where you don't know which direction to take. You have to go within. You have to tap in to your higher authority, and it's going to put you in that experience over and over and over again until you learn the experience is exactly what you need, way more than anything physical. And your angel team, your spiritual team, is going to show up for you more when you continue to invest in them being a part of your life than trying to do everything by yourself on a physical level. So this void course moon, the moon goes void course when it basically did its job, and now it's just ready to just chill out and relax before it goes into the next sign. So what's changing is all that energy that was helping you push things along. There was something that was helping you push things along in your life, like some type of fallback that you had that is no longer going to be there. It's going to be missing for a reason. So something is being taken away from you, or someone may be taken away from you, but I feel like it's something, some type of security blanket. Again, that's what happens with Saturn returns. Our security blanket gets taken away from us. Your security blanket is being taken away from you because you need to learn what it's like to not have this energy or this idea or this type of mentality anymore. It's like you have to go through a loss in order for you to see that there's something higher and better for you at work. Yep, 5 of Pentacles. Okay, and this is about being left out in the cold. Okay, so yeah, it could be someone and everything is fine, even though you feel like you're missing something, or it's like you're going through your experience, a feeling of kind of grasping at straws. And it is going to lead you to feel kind of stressed out and that you're down and out and by yourself. But the reason why we have this church here in the background is for you to remember there is a higher authority. Taurus is the Hierophant card, okay? That's someone who's physically a spiritual diviner of information, okay? That's the card that represents Taurus, your energy. So if you're not tapping into being your highest self, then what are you tapping into? Because whatever that energy you were tapping to is going to get removed. And now you have to do the actual work to keep your vibration high. And it will take you away from things that once brought you comfort, but it's because it's comfortable, but it's not conducive. All things are lawful, but not advantageous. And just know that everything is fine, okay? 11th house friendships is the initiation, the sign of initiation being established and complete. Okay, Empress in the Two of Pentacles. Okay, friendships is the 11th house right here. So if friendships or your 11th house, your network is how you know that the initiation of this experience is coming to a completion or is starting to be completed. And you got you here, the Empress with the Two of Pentacles. You're going to come into a network of people who's going to support this transition or this initiation that you're doing. Is going to make it easier for you to live life. And I feel like the friends in this is not very much, they're not physical. I feel like the friends that you're going to start to network and connect with are not going to be physical. They may be more metaphysical than actually physical. Not saying that you can't have physical friends show up in your life. Oh yeah, and the Seven of Wands too. I forgot that came out. You're not going to have time to be around certain people that bring this energy back. It's like people who's connected to this energy, you're not going to be around, you're not going to want to be around them because it's going to keep reminding you of something that's missing in your life, and it's going to bring out things in you that kind of make you feel very low or sad or depressed, and you're not going to want to be around that. You're not going to want to be involved in that. You're only going to want to connect with getting to know people who support this Empress energy, because they're going to be kind of like confirmation from spirit that you're moving in the right direction, because this Two of Pentacles is about handling life very gracefully when things are very much like out of whack or out of balance. It's because you need to realign. So whoever is not in that alignment, they're automatically going to be blocked, and it's going to come as like a irritation or something that you just, the challenge is going to be too great for you to tolerate being around them, and it's for a reason. It doesn't necessarily mean that you or them are bad or you should fight them or anything like that. It just means like that right now is not the time for your energies to be integrated. You need to be separated from that energy or that person. Just, you know, just saying. But it is energetic. Everything is energy, frequency, and vibration, right? So, and at the bottom, yep, Eight of Pentacles. So, yeah, you'll be too busy working on your growth and how you want things to, you know, feel, more than just really manifesting. You're working on how it actually feels to be who you are now, that your subconscious has been, you know, reconnected with the, what am I trying to say? You're just going to be blocking people that it's like you're going through something, you're experiencing a heavy loss. It's probably financial as well, but you're going through a shift and a change where your physical life, material life is not the same anymore, and you're going to be away from people who try to take you back to who you were before that thing went missing. Whatever it is that made you feel like an empress. But it's because you have to learn that you don't need that thing to be an empress. All you need is you. To be you. To feel the connection to the empress energy. And that allows you to manage your day-to-day. Not another person, not a job, not a, you know, physical things. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, it's upside down. So, overall advice, create a sacred space for yourself in your home and or place of work. The panda. Okay, and make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. Exactly what I'm getting. Okay, so that is your overall message for this transit that's going to be going on for a full year before it enters into your energy. So just do your best to enjoy walking away from things, because you're going to be forced to experience new opportunities, but it will always require you to leave something behind, to go on that self-discovery type of a journey. You will feel like you're missing out, you know, FOMO. It will feel like that, but you're really not. You're reconnecting to the network, this tribe that you're supposed to be dealing with, and blocking everything else that doesn't resonate with that. So Jupiter, the god of the gods, is pushing you with this Aries energy to get up off your arse and do what you came here to do. If you're already in that energy, it's just going to amplify it. If you haven't been in that energy, it's going to clear out what's been blocking you from being able to. Until we meet again.